Hello, hello, testing, testing.
Hello?
Who's there?
I, who's there? I,
Do I say that?
um,
Do I say that most times? I'm not sure. Maybe it's a cliche.
that's okay. It's your brand now. It's like a staple greeting. Sorry, I didn't mute the YouTube stream and didn't,
Ooh.
when you hear yourself.
Oh yeah. Nothing quite like that. It's something to do with you hear yourself. It's like a lower. It's like lower pitch in your head, isn't it? Or something like that. So when you hear yourself,
Oh,
it's not quite right.
yeah, you know what? That's a really good point.
Yeah, I think it like
I
resonates in your
hate that.
skull. That's why everyone thinks they sound whiny. I think I sound.
Ugh. Well, see, I in my brain think that I have this like nice deeper voice, especially when I do music. I'm like, oh, that's what I want. And then I actually hear it and I'm like, wow, I sound like a baby.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah. It's skull resonation. I tell you, that's where it's at.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it's me. I'm Louis. I'm gonna be drawing things, and we have Fern. I'm joined, of course, by the amazing
Hi.
Fern. And yeah, just here for I don't know how long we're usually here for, an hour and a half, give or take,
Yeah,
a little bit longer
you know.
sometimes. Um, and yeah, so I figured maybe I'd start doing. We've done. Actually, what have we done? We've done hats before.
Oh, yeah, the
Um,
hat stream.
Hat stream was legendary. Potentially lost to the winds of time though, which is
Mm.
why we're now streaming on YouTube. I do have the chat over on YouTube. It's the first time, so I don't know how that works, but yeah, I don't think it's being moderated, so, so
Yeah, it's wild in there.
it could be wild. Um, but no, it should be all right. If not, I'll clean that out. But yeah, so yeah, streaming on YouTube. So say hi on there if you're there, but I suspect not. But we're mainly doing it to keep records of the streams, which would be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, hat stream was legendary. We did the clothing stream, and there isn't really. I mean, I said bags and shoes, and we kind of went with it.
I
So
mean,
we
the most essential accessories.
Yeah, they're definitely up there. And to be honest, oh, it says I was just disconnected from YouTube chat. I don't know.
Oh no.
I'm trying
Well,
my I'm
I guess
trying my
it's you
best to
just the chaos will reign.
maybe. Um, but yeah, but they're certainly the most neglected currently in the game. There's not many. Maybe we could do trousers as well because there's not too many trousers. I
Mm.
figured like hats and tops is kind of the kind of things people usually they I don't know they're less they're more defining, aren't they? If you walk around with a certain hat, you could be wearing the most dull clothes, but if you've got some amazing hat on, that's what people are going to take notice. Um,
Exactly. Your hat and sock game are both very important.
yes, socks for when you're sitting down, and your trousers just, and everybody can check out the sock
Yeah,
game,
exactly.
check out the fair isle, whatever pattern you may be sporting. Um,
Yeah, hi everyone in chat, by the way. Hi Louis for the first time now in
I
chat.
got totally exposed,
Welcome
didn't
in.
I? It came up with a big Louis. Yeah, what did it say? It was like Louis, first time in chat ever has joined or something. I'm not sure. I thought I could get away with it, but oh well. But yeah, I mean,
Um,
dusting the dust off the old Twitch account, um,
yeah. Um, we've
kicking it
also
off
got
there.
Morwen coming in. Hi Morwen, good to see you and Intake and Jacob. And let's not forget Alex, the legend.
Oh, it's Alex here.
Yeah, Alex is here in chat
Fantastic.
right now.
Um, I look forward to hearing her thoughts in particular. Oh, maybe. Oh, my laptop doesn't have Wi-Fi. That's why I'm not on chat. Oh, so I haven't even been getting your
Hmm.
messages. Here we go. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, we see on street. We got the. If you guys have played any of the demo, this is probably the bag you're used to seeing, the OG. Which it wasn't meant to be the OG bag. It was always going to be. It was always going to be this one, which is okay. I did this one a little while ago.
Like a
Um,
more like explorer type.
yeah, I suppose so. You can still get it in the game, but it's a little bit harder to get.
Mm.
And I was also experimenting with this clock here. The idea of like well, I've got like a bird cage. I don't know. I like the idea of like I said, stacking things up like a basket. So if anybody has any ideas as well of like something that they might want to like tower on their back, it could just be random junk. I'm kind of feeling like I want to lean into that. So yeah, but otherwise, I've got a bag. I've got a bag that I wear, which I thought I would just start off drawing. I've got one of those kind of roll down bags. That's kind of quite trendy at the moment. So I'm going to draw that. But if anybody has any bags that they're like, oh, I've got this bag, I don't know. Has anybody got a bag?
I found this bag in a thrift store 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, that's impossible for me, but anyway, if anyone
But it could be a
that.
50-year-old bag from a thrift store. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But
Enjoy
yeah.
your lurk and think. And also welcome in Pixie and Sketchy. Good to see you guys.
Thanks for joining. And yeah, lurkers totally welcome. Because can't expect everyone to have amazing bag ideas to just share.
Yeah, I mean, some people have jobs and things to do.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, let us know what you're doing while you're on the stream. I mean, technically, I'm doing my job, sort of.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
I'm just here pretending that like this is my job.
It's kind of,
I'm
it
just
is
kidding.
your job, I think. Unlike
It's
me, you're getting an hourly on you. I'm just, I'm here getting whatever I can take. I don't know how much money I've made from the game yet. It's not much though. But who knows? But I quite like, you know, I want to keep it because I get by on my freelance stuff. So, and it's been quite fun just getting people on board working on the game. So it'd be cool to, if the game does make a little bit of money, to get even more people. I feel like I feel like having a second artist, I feel like that would be quite a lot of, I don't have the money for that yet, but that would be cool to take the edge. Because I tell you what happens is I'll draw this bag here and it goes really well. And then I realise I have to draw the side artwork for it. And that just kills me. I don't know why. But maybe it's like drawing it again. I usually only draw something once. It's like when my computer crashes and I didn't save. The prospect of having to draw something a second time is, I don't know why, it just really kills me.
Absolutely awful.
Yeah. Making not much money, very relatable. You don't want me to touch any art. Then again, not that it's much better than my coding. My coding's getting better. Thanks to Callum, who's working on the game. He's teaching me a lot about just the best practices and stuff, which I find really interesting. But I've been spending a lot of time today. There's a lot of how the game works was kind of all in one place. I mean, I'm spending a lot of time this week kind of neatly putting it in nicely organized spaces, which should hopefully make the game nicer to work on.
Yeah,
as more
I bet
people
that's
work
another
on it.
challenge when you have more people working on it.
Oh yeah.
Expose all of your mess.
All of my mess. Which, to be fair, Callum said it's not too bad, which I'm surprised by, because obviously it's, I've done a bit of coding in the past, but it's mostly sort of web stuff. So the software here is Krita, which is free, it's open source. It's what I use for all the artwork in the game. It's what I use for my freelance work, except vector stuff. And I really like it and I advocate for it. So definitely give it a go.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
The software?
Yeah, well, always the art as well. But yeah, the software does seem kind of appealing, and I'm thinking about.
Oh yeah, definitely give it a go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty similar to most other. You get a brush and an eraser tool.
What do you mean the software isn't going to make my art better?
Yeah, there isn't a
Don't say that.
good art button, unfortunately. And there's not too many bells and whistles, which Photoshop's got all those filters and things. But Krita, if you just want to do the basics, I think it does a really good job at the basics. And I know it has a lot of good I think it's done in Python, I think, or at least the extensions are. So it's got a bunch of cool extensions as well. Although I haven't really delved into them. I really want to get it so that I could like export all the art directly from Krita, and it would like just appear in the game. That'd be really cool. But I tried to figure it out, and I just had no clue. So oh well. But I know it's got a bunch of stuff you can like hook up to it.
That's awesome.
Pixie, hi Pixie. Good to have you in the chat as always. Does it need to be a bag that sits on the back, or would the side bag work? I think we kind of talked about this before, where symmetry is kind of a funny thing in the game because so it would work for front and back. I kind of did a little pop there, but then the side, I'm going to say we can do side bags because it's essentially the side artwork here is like. Because I don't really fancy drawing the bag 4 times. But if you can imagine, like if I was wearing a sling bag, it would look slightly different depending on if you were looking at me front left to right. But I'm kind of okay with that, I think. So yeah, we can do side bags, I think. I was originally off the idea, but I think if it means you can have them in the game, I'd rather it wasn't super realistic for the sake of their inclusion. Sorry, I kind of rambled there, but yeah, I think I'm sure you get what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I just realized I've had no music on the entire time.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah. All right.
Krita and I don't know how to say that. A's sprite. I haven't done pixel work in a long time, but that's back when I used Photoshop. I used Photoshop and that worked. Actually, I tell you what, I used Fireworks. Does that still exist? I don't think it does.
I don't know.
That's what I used to do my pixel art in. I don't know if that was a good idea, but that's just what I knew how to use back in the day. Because I came from Macromedia Flash. That was like the first bit of software that I used, like professional grade. I don't know. What do you call it? Good old Flash. A bag made from giant leaves. Yeah, that would be really cool. I wonder how that would work. It would be cool to have, at least, at the very least, it would be cool to have a bag where like the leaf is the lid, I guess.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Maybe we can do that.
Actually, I'm waiting on a leaf bag from a Kickstarter that I backed last year. All the Kickstarter stuff is starting to come in, and I'm just like, oh my god, packages. But yeah, really excited for that.
Have you shown me that? I can't remember, mate.
I don't know. It's like it's like a little kind of like side bag. Oh, you also getting it, Pixie? It's like a little like pochette, like Animal Crossing style little side bag that is shaped like a leaf in different colors. I got the black one with the like star embroidery on it.
Very cool.
Yeah. That's awesome. Oh, not the leaf bag I want one now. Oh no. Well, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes Kickstarter items will be able to, you'll be able to buy them afterwards, right?
Oh yeah, that's usually they're testing the water, aren't they?
Yeah.
So to speak, dipping a toe in. So yeah, hopefully. Some nice dice.
Dice? I love dice.
I invested in some nice like D&D dice, and I've just literally never used them because I've.
Oh yeah,
well. Sorry, you go.
Oh no! Well, you don't buy them to use them. You buy them.
Okay, just keep them in there nice. Isn't there one of those like fuzzy black bags that just like collects all of the dust? You know the kind. It's like a synthetic velvet, I guess.
Yeah.
Infamous bags. Yeah. And I would like to do. It'd be cool to do some, because I have done D&D, but it's been on like Roll20 and stuff typically. So you just type /roll. Hey ho. Or I've turned up and they've got the D&D person is so into D&D that they've got 5 sets of dice anyway, and you'd feel like a bit of a lemon going, no, I brought my own. Maybe that's just me. I am a dice goblin. Aspiring to
That's a good
have.
name.
Yeah, I like that, dice goblin.
Mm. Also, Sketchy said our voices are musical and pleasant enough,
Musical
without
and
even
pleasant.
without music.
Oh,
And we were just talking about how it's terrible to hear your own voice earlier when we started. So
I'm kind of
I
more
don't know
used to
about
it. I've
that.
done it, especially because I did all
Yeah.
the Kickstarter stuff and I had to do a bunch of, and I did the talking over. I don't know. Last year I did a lot of voiceover. I'm not sure why. It just kind of went that way. Maybe there'll be more of it. It's kind of slowed down, but so I got quite
Mm.
used to it. I think you
Yeah,
must
you
do.
do.
Um,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, but yeah, there is something about it, isn't there? 14 sets of dice,
Oh my
and at
God.
least another 15 coming in. That's too. I think that might
Pixie.
be too many dice.
Pixie's a material girl.
Just a hunch. But it's cool. It's cool to have at least it's cool to have a collection.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't really
We all
collect
have our
anything.
vice.
Um, I've sort of accidentally started. I've got more teapots than I thought I would have. Compared to a year ago, I've got quite a lot of teapots. So maybe. But I told myself. Actually, I told myself I wouldn't get any more, and then just today I was like, "Oh, there's a specific." Because there's always a certain amount of milliliters that would be ideal. And I currently lack. I'll tell you what. Actually, it's not true. I've got the IKEA one. They do those nice. They're like £2.50, and they're like a glass see-through ones.
Mm.
And our one is nice, but it's just getting a little bit old. And I had a cup of tea in it today, and I feel like I could taste the tea that I brewed 6 months in it ago. Like
No.
I was just probably from the metal, probably just. So
Yeah.
I do clean it well. I want to make that
Yeah,
clear.
this is a sign to do
Um,
the cleansing program on your coffee machine or equivalent
yeah.
that we totally all do regularly, just as regularly as we should, right?
Oh,
We're all not procrastinating on
I
that
don't own a
front.
coffee machine, but I do have a little mocha pot, and I do need to clean that out properly because that's kind of a machine. I don't know what defines a machine. It has a mechanism,
Yes.
so I'll take that. Cool little knapsack bag here.
Mm.
Not too bad. I bought mine because I was in Asda and I was just gonna cram a load of eggs in my other bag, and the zip broke, and I was like, I'm never gonna buy a bag with zips again. So I bought a bag that just rolls down, and then everybody was buying them. I don't know if everybody had a similar.
Ah.
I don't know if everybody else's zips just died on them. Maybe it was my fault, really. On
Or
reflection, I was. There were too many eggs in that bag, and I shouldn't have
was it
tried.
really your fault, or was it the zip?
It was my fault.
It was.
In the moment, I blamed the zip, but I should have had a sense of the egg capacity. Um,
Yeah. Well, actually, if you lived a more American or with a more American mindset, you would sue them because it didn't say exactly how many eggs it could carry.
to be fair, I don't know how. I think my dad just. I think he bought it by accident or something, and then I ended up getting it. But it was one of those bags that just like was in my life purely coincidentally. Like I never, you know,
Hmm.
I'm not sure. I never went to acquire the bag. I found a bag that has a leaf design on top that you could take inspiration from. Oh yeah. Oh, Pixie's just sent it to me now.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I mean that's kind of what I was going to go for. I was kind of
Ooh.
thinking of we got the joys of pasting into Krita again. There
Those
it is.
bags look like they could carry some dice. I'm just saying.
Make a lot of dice. I don't know about egg cartons though. But yeah, actually, I've got a. If I take the filter, you can kind of see a little bit better there. I was thinking of doing like a green leaf and then sort of a more structured bag underneath. I like the leather stitching going down though. It's quite cool. So maybe we can take a little bit of inspiration from that. But I'll do the leaf first. Although, caveat, I feel like I've been drawing leaves for 3 years and I still haven't really come to I'm still not really sure how to draw them. Like I know that how I know how a leaf is shaped, but
There's a lot of complexities in a leaf.
there is, and it's sort of how to represent them. I think that's the trouble, because you're bound to a certain amount of detail. So the leaf will probably come out here, and then it will probably, I'm thinking, have a little fold up as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm hoping I will be able to convey.
You need to find your symbolic representation of the leaf.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the opposite of learning how to draw non-symbolically.
Yeah. It's tricky though. I could probably go over so the leaf will, because obviously you have the stem that comes down in the middle, and then I'm thinking this leaf you can kind of see what I'm doing here when it comes up like that, and then this will sit on top of the bag like that. You feel me?
I think so.
Does it not look like a leaf?
I'm getting chestnut vibes.
Oh, okay. It's just, it's one of those, when you see it, it'll make sense when I shade it.
I think I was envisioning the leaf the other, like upside down from what it is now, but I'll see it.
Oh no, I don't know if you were. Hang on. I'll do another, so if you imagine, let me just, so if you, so the leaf is like this uncurled, right?
Mm.
And then when the bottom bit curls up, it curls up like that, right?
Right. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, but I get it. Yeah, it's one of those. But you got to make sure that people understand that that's what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. You're welcome for the free testing.
It is useful. I mean, you draw something and you think, it's gonna.
Yeah, of course.
And then it doesn't.
Trust the process. Exactly. Also, how do we say your name? Is it Millie Bilul? Or is Melly okay? Let us know. Welcome in.
Oh yeah. It's got a kind of a French ring to it.
Mm-hmm. That's my main issue with reading names in chat is that my brain will go at it from different languages.
Oh, there you go, French for dragonfly.
It was French. Yeah, exactly.
Spot on.
Dibelul is like a really nice word. I appreciate that word.
We were talking about the garden path translation and what languages it might find its way into, find its way being translated to. And yeah, in French, the title's like, it rhymes or something, doesn't it? I remember looking at it like 3 years ago. It's like Chemin du Jardin or something, I don't know.
Oh, that would be so nice.
Yeah, I almost wish it was called that. But hey ho.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I totally just read that perfectly as if I wasn't half French.
So
I always try to downplay it.
I can't. Yeah, my French accent is. I don't know. It depends how offensive you want to get, I suppose. Like you don't want to go ridiculous, do you? But that's all I know from TV. It's like a caricature of a French accent. So with leaves, it's like, yeah. Do you make the stem? So like here they've made I don't know what you call it. Do you make it lighter or darker than the leaf? That's the first question.
Oh yeah, I guess it depends what kind of transparency you were working with.
Yeah, and then these lines I feel like always look bad. I've kind of not. I haven't figured out a convincing way to do them yet.
Yeah. Well, did they go all the way out to the edges of the leaf, or did they kind of
that's the thing.
Taper off?
And then tapering them off. And sometimes I've kind of taken off so that it like that, but then that doesn't look too good either. So yeah, I don't know. That doesn't look too bad.
Don't worry, we'll schedule in a leaf study stream.
I've looked at many leaves, but it's just a case of, like I said, how to represent them, I think.
Yeah.
to be fair, I've done some leaves for the game that are like the icons when you take them off of trees, and they look pretty good. I can't remember how I did them now. I'll see if I can pull them up. Maybe I can use them as a reference.
First rocks, now leaves. Yeah, exactly.
Leaf stream.
Rocks and leaves.
Let me see if I can find them real quick. Here we are. Which one am I most proud of? Probably this one, though. Can you see that? Where's that gone? Where has that gone? Oh, here it is. Yeah, see, that's not too bad, is it?
That's an iconic Louis leaf.
That's not too bad. But yeah, I don't know.
They curve a bit more, I think, in that one.
Yeah,
they have a
isn't
bit more
it?
like
with this kind of a bit more like that. And obviously with more. Can I draw something that's upside down?
It's good, just flip the canvas and then flip it back. It'll be totally fine.
I could do, but then I'm looking at this upside down. No, actually, I just need to rotate one of them, don't I? That's the answer. But no, it's okay. It's okay. I find I can. Can you read upside down? I find I can better than most people. Like I find it seems a lot of people struggle with it, but for some reason, it's something worth putting in a CV anyway. It's one of my claims to fame.
Oh.
See, yeah, I don't know if I don't even know if I would want a leaf that looks this much like a leaf on the back. I'm just not sure. Like this almost, it almost looks like a skeleton when I do that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does kind of.
In fact, right here, yeah, it looks like his spine. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't want to spend the whole stream drawing this leaf. Let's go back in time. Ghost leaf.
Maybe a maple leaf could work as well.
Leaf, they're even tougher because you got to do all the.
Yeah, and then it wouldn't be a nice cover for the backpack because it would have little
lots of holes.
Yeah.
True.
It's true.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna move.
Oh, it would be nice if there was like a hole or something like you.
Oh yeah, did. If you draw a leaf, you've always got to put a hole on it.
Oh, yeah, because even if it's a backpack, I mean, bugs don't care.
No. We're kind of. Depth. Sort of.
I love this because it's like you could draw it like that, but it's just.
Oh, it's the beauty of digital artwork, isn't it? It's that you can.
Yeah, and then when you draw it like that, it feels wrong. But now that you're like doing that with the tool, it feels right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that maybe having seen the previous version of it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe this actually looks quite wrong. I'm not sure. I really don't want this to become a leaf. Louis titivating a leaf all stream. But we'll do a couple hole. I'll do maybe not such a big hole. I'm gonna do, and then we're gonna keep it simple. I think we're gonna keep it simple, and we're just gonna give it a little sense of depth. For now, and then we'll do some shading. But I don't want to go too crazy. I think that's okay. That reads like a leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
exactly. Less is more.
This is it. Sometimes less is more. And then the other thing is shading. I think I quite like to do a sort of. Having said this, I'm not sure now. That's okay, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Now it's almost like a Korok mask.
It is almost. Yeah, don't come at me, Nintendo.
You don't own leaves.
You don't own leaves, man.
You can't just trademark a leaf.
There are the masks in the game, which I kind of suddenly realised look a bit like. Is it Korok? Is that how you say it? But that's chill. I think masks are a thing, right? Can't copyright masks. But there is quite a lot of Breath in the Wild, I think, in the game. I mean, it's quite. I think it was such a. It's hard not to play Breath of the Wild and then think, oh, I like how they did this.
Yeah.
Especially, I was someone I never got into any Zelda games. I'll be honest. I don't know why. I feel like I need to like create my character or something to play a game. I'm not sure why.
No, I can see that.
Yeah, it's just the way I've always like I could always, as a kid I would always put like hours into Oblivion and stuff, but then I must have played the first like 2 dungeons of every Zelda game and then just like I got pretty far in Ocarina of Time. I mean, this is the thing though, like I watched my brother play like all the Zelda games when I was a kid because I'd be drawing and he'd be playing Zelda. That was kind of like my childhood, and so I like know all of them through and through. So I feel like I've played all of them. Except like Skyward Sword, like we were too old then. I don't know. I don't know what happens in that.
Yeah, you were just watching Let's Plays before Let's Plays were a thing.
Exactly.
It's private Let's Play. Welcome in, Fish. How are you doing?
Hey, Fish. We're drawing leaves, unfortunately, but hopefully for not much longer. You're describing how I know Zelda 2. What is that? The first 2 of every dungeon. The first dungeon.
Or watching your brother play.
Oh, okay, yeah, just watching other people play.
Well, I don't know if that's what it was. I actually missed out on all of Zelda as a whole when I was younger. Breath of the Wild was my first proper one.
Oh, really?
I think
Okay,
I played.
that's cool.
I think I played one of the older ones like once, and then I couldn't really progress. But yeah, Breath of the Wild was like the one. It was really nice.
I mean, I haven't got time to own up. I haven't gotten particularly far in Breath of the Wild either. I'm not too sure how far I got. I did the elephant. This is it. I've only done the first 2 dungeons. Although there's fewer dungeons, isn't there, in Breath of the Wild? I've done a lot of the shrines. But I like just running around, that's the thing. And you can't really do that in most other Zelda games. I think that's the thing. Which is why I like Breath of the Wild.
It has a lot of stuff in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fun. It's just like fun exploring and finding the shrines and doing little puzzles and all of that.
Yeah, like it's just... Yeah, because I like puzzle games as well. I like games where you can just like sit back and just like figure out a puzzle. So just having that in a Zelda game was kind of really cool. I should play more of it. I should.
Yeah, it's really nice because it's set up in a way where you have multiple ways to solve puzzles as well. So it's very like, like obviously like it's okay for children to play, but also as an adult you can go ahead and overcomplicate everything and make it really difficult for yourself. So
yeah, I've got no idea if the way I've done any of the puzzles is official or not. But
if it worked, you know?
But that's kind of fun too, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool that they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, props to Nintendo for Breath of the Wild. Because I think, especially with Nintendo, is kind of a company that's sort of known for not really shaking up their formulas, you know. So I think that was really cool.
Thank you for checking in, Fish. I appreciate it. Drive safe.
Oh yeah.
You know,
hope it's not too late. I don't know. I hope you didn't live in Australia. But yeah, drive safe. Thanks for joining.
And thank you for all the kind words as well.
Oh yeah, so I haven't looked at the chat. Oh yeah, very nice.
He was working so hard.
I really appreciate it. Oh, excuse me, I've got a tickle in my throat. Okay, we're back.
It is a really lovely art style. I think it's such a standout.
And I think it's only really... I'm glad when people say it's a nice art style. I guess like when you look at your own artwork, you're never quite sure about it, are you?
Yeah.
So it is reassuring when I hear kind words, because I think it's definitely settling into itself. I mean, I see, especially when some people are really kind about some of the like artwork from a year ago, which I'm just like really, really embarrassed to look at. But so that's particularly encouraging. But I think the game's definitely settling into its look. I think I've kind of found the look for it now. It was a little bit confused a year ago, and I think everything's kind of figuring itself out. So that's okay. Ooh, I don't know about this bag. I want to feel like it needs more components, but
Yeah.
these guys have kind of like, maybe I could do like some kind of string or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not sure how I would do that though.
Ooh, you don't. It could actually, although maybe it would require some different like top part for it. But you know those bags that close with a string, like you know,
Yeah.
and it'll like they do sometimes have like a little flap over it. Or
Yeah.
at least, actually, I'm basing this off of my like grandma trolley that I take to do the
Yeah,
groceries with.
yeah, we go on to that, yeah.
But you know, like the flap, like that's the leaf.
Yeah,
So
oh
if
yeah,
you wanted to,
exactly,
you
yeah.
could make
So,
like a
yeah, yeah,
string.
just a string going around it, that could, maybe when sort of a soft, like a
Yeah.
light bit, like, needs to go under the leaf. Is that going under the leaf?
But then potentially, if it was supposed to be closed, then it would be
I guess it's just,
like, have to go in a bit.
open. Yeah, why has the guy got a string but he's opting to use a leaf? That's the trouble. A belt buckle around the middle. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe we change the shape of the bag a little bit to be sort of more like this, and then we can kind of tie something around the middle. That could work. But then again, why are you tying a belt around your bag? I'm not sure. But maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, I kind of like that. I suppose it's like, you know, when you go to the airport and you've got one of those bags and you've got to get it into the hand luggage, and then so you like tie it as tight as possible to like get all your clothes in. Maybe it's like that. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I mean, it looks nice. It looks like
Yeah.
it's giving Naruto Gaara energy. You know what I
I
mean?
don't know what that means.
Okay. I'll don't worry. I'm working on it. He has this like thing on his back. I guess it's like a it's been so long since I watched it, but I think it just contains sand, unless I'm wrong. Weebs, don't come at me.
Pocket sand.
Do not murder me in my sleep over my misinformation about Naruto. But like it's this like big like
Oh, okay.
yeah, and that has it does have a belt. I just don't know if it's that visible in this.
This is the so I guess I had a transparent background. So yeah, this thing here.
Yeah.
Um,
Has a belt.
Okay. What's it made of though? It's like cracking. Maybe leather.
Yeah, I assume
I guess leather cracks.
It looks, or I think it's like a ceramic thing. I don't know.
Yeah, why would you need a belt if it was ceramic?
I mean, maybe that's what's
Made
like
of
holding
clay.
it to. Yeah, it's clay. Maybe it's holding it to his belt. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I can buy that. Yeah.
You know, unless it's video game logic where it just floats. You know, like most weapons in video games.
Most of my garden paths. There's a lot of floating things in the garden path.
Well,
But yeah, no,
I mean,
I don't mind. I used to spend
honestly
hours
think
trying to think how
they-
things were attaching to certain characters, and I was just like, It's alright.
I don't think they read as if they're floating that much in the
Yeah.
garden path. At least when I was playing, I wasn't thinking about that.
Cool.
You've fooled us once again.
Master of Usman. I keep thinking this is one of those orangutans with the jowls. I don't know why. You know what I mean. I used to have do I still have a picture of it? I used to have a picture of an orangutan on my computer. Do I still have it? Like eating a bit of food? I might do. Oh, I do as well. Here we go. It looks just like it. Where is it? Here he is. Look, it's just like it.
Oh my god. It's the texture.
This is like the only picture I have in my pictures phone. I'm not sure why actually. I just couldn't bring myself to delete it. I guess it's a carrot. But
Well,
he's just having
yeah,
he's just enjoying it
that's
so much.
it's almost carrot cake, you know, it's just we're
Yeah,
almost
true.
there.
Um, there's this great video of this guy who's like, you know those monkeys that like claim to have taught them sign language, but there's a lot of dubious people that reckon they might have just like figured out the patterns that gets them food the quickest. Um,
Mm.
and there's this guy who like thinks he's taught a orangutan to like tap on a screen to like communicate, and it's just so funny because this orangutan's like he knows all the buttons to like get a piece of what's that fruit that they like that smells like rotting flesh, durian, like they get a bit of durian.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And but it's just like he's just like totally aced it so much. I mean, have you seen those monkeys as well that do the like there's this test that humans are really bad at, where they'll like there'll be like 8 squares on the screen, and then it will flash it'll flash numbers on those squares, but only for like, I don't know, 5 seconds. So you only see them for a quick time, and then you have to remember that sequence and then hit the squares in order.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
And humans are really bad at it, but monkeys can like do it in their sleep. It's like no worries. They just like they can go up to like 20, and then they'll like hit the order, no problem. But yeah, anyway, the theme of what I'm trying to say is like the nonchalantness of like monkeys completing cognitive tasks and then like collecting their feed when they like know they've aced it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite genre on YouTube. Anyway, it's one of them. Monkeys doing cognitive tasks.
I always love hearing about Louis' YouTube habits.
I don't
and
watch all that
preferences.
much YouTube, to be honest.
Well, that's why it's all high quality, you know?
Yeah. I wish there were more videos, honestly, of orangutans. I feel like I've exhausted the collection. There's that great David Attenborough one as well, where that orangutan is like he's like nailing he's like washing socks, even though he doesn't wear socks, but he's like just because he's seen people wash socks.
Yeah.
He's just like, I gotta wash these socks. That's so cool, man. Man, orangutans.
Being relatable.
And then he gets he like goes off and he gets I think it might be a she orangutan. She gets this big block of wood and just puts it on the ground, and she's like puts this nail on it and just starts hammering the nail, but like not in a way that would do anything, just like like just resting it but then hitting it, just because she's like seen humans do it. So cool how similar they are to us. I love orangutans.
Sure, yeah.
So cool. Maybe one day there'll be an orangutan in the garden path. A really
Just
big
eating
one.
a carrot.
Oh, a really big one. Can you imagine? It's like he's like even bigger than Augustus. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, he doesn't even move. He's
No,
just
he doesn't move. You wonder how he
like a
got there.
monument.
Maybe that's his whole thing.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't have too many tropical. They're from Asia, aren't they? Orangutans, tropical Asia, I think. I don't have too many tropical. Anyway, no more new characters until launch. That's the rule. Alas, they do take time, and I've spent long enough redrawing the ones that already exist. So,
Yep.
okay. I feel like this needs 1 or 2 more elements. I feel like it's a little bit simple at the moment. Although I do like the leaf. I'm not sure why. I think I'm gonna do I like to have things hanging off of things, so I'm going to do like another little hole here and then tie a bit of
I
string
was
to
gonna
it.
say like a little keychain or something,
Yeah.
like a trinket.
Like that.
A piercing for the leaf.
Yeah, it is a
Um,
bit, isn't it? I don't know about that. Maybe it's not as good as I thought it would be. Maybe it should come down from maybe it's wrapped around the tip of the leaf.
Do you think something like a button would be nice, like at the bottom of the leaf, where like you kind of attach or like you secure it with a
Oh yeah,
little button or
maybe.
something?
Yeah, that's a cooler idea than this. Have it where he's off screen and he talks with his hands. I like the idea of him talking with his hands. How would he be off screen though? Like because he's so big, you can only see his hands.
You just see the hands.
Right, I see. Yeah. That'd be mental. I don't know about that. I feel like he needs to be like it could be. I don't know. I'm thinking I can't. I shouldn't allow myself to. Sometimes you get so eager on ideas, don't you? He's so big, he don't fit.
He too.
He too big.
Listen. If anything, do it just for the TikTok content that could be made.
Oh yeah.
Alex would have a field day. Everyone
Yeah.
would be happy.
Really,
Big boy don't fit.
It's the ethical thing to do, really, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, is a button in a leaf gonna look weird though? Oh, I'm worried I've spent too long on this leaf. He sits in the top corner of the map.
Oh yes, you can't actually access like the full view.
Oh, I don't know. I think I prefer it just resting on top.
Yeah, no, I did like it. Like you had it.
It does need another. It needs another element. Maybe I'll come back to it. Maybe I'll come back to it. Maybe. I did this with a couple other characters where they've kind of got like leaves stuffed. Maybe that could be another use for this as well, like a couple leaves stuffed. Something like that. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah.
The dangle idea?
I'm trying to think if like maybe you could do some
like
some sort of vining around the belt or something. I don't know.
Yeah, true. Yeah, maybe.
Think, like, how can we bring more dynamic texture? me coming up with random words to make it sound more fancy.
Random order of words. The words themselves are okay. Dynamic is like when you've got lows and highs, isn't it? I think that's what it means.
Yeah.
So I think it was okay. Yeah, I like the idea that they might just have a couple leaves like just hanging around. I don't know why they would need them, but that's kind of cool. I don't mind that. Okay. And then, yeah, maybe we'll just try some... it'd be kind of like... I don't know if I would... Do I want it mirrored? Or what I could do is... Oh, you can't see that, can you?
Do you already have like a backpack that has kind of like vials or some sort of like little bottles or...
No, I don't. I mean, yeah, I've got characters that are a bit like that, but...
Yeah, because, since it's a belt, I guess you could have like a... like little...
Yeah, it'd be good to... I feel like I want to have like a backpack. Like I want to commit this backpack to like leafy things.
Yeah, for sure.
And then but then we could totally do another one that's a bit like that. With some vials and things. Oh no, I drew them on the same okay. We're done with this bag. But maybe we'll do is the word apothecary? Is that the right word?
Yeah, like something like that.
Yeah, because there's a character... is that right? Oh, we lose the orangutan. He's in the wrong layer.
Oh no.
He's got to be with us. Is he on the same layer as some of the artwork? No, he's not.
He is the artwork.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Would it be wild of me to suggest a downturned carrot with like a wooden top or something as a backpack?
I feel like it would look a little bit long. I don't know. I don't know. Like coming down from here, it would just look a bit like that, wouldn't it? But you could kind of do it. You could kind of do it like this. That would be kind of cool.
Oh yeah, like a holster.
Yeah, and it'd be a big carrot. I don't mind that.
Like a cloud sword, but it's a big carrot.
It's just a big carrot. Maybe I call it Cloud Sword in the game, and then people get it. And they're like, "Oh, so cool! I'm gonna get a Cloud Sword," and then they get it, and it's like a big carrot. Gotcha.
Oh.
This is inspired. My guy in Guild Wars 2 has wears a cabinet on his back, and I've always quite liked that as an aesthetic.
Oh, yeah.
So
What class is that? Or is it even class related?
what
Or
is
is
it?
it just
And I've forgotten in Guild Wars 2. What is it? I think it's
yeah.
profession.
Oh yeah, profession. Yeah.
It's ranger with
Oh.
the what is it? The druid elite specialization. Because I like to be heels on wheels. I must have spent so many hours just like being a dude in the back, like just healing random people in like world events and being like, I'm helping. Apparently I got fun out of that. I don't know. But then I guess the alternative is you're just out there like hitting the same thing everyone else is hitting. I don't know. Guild Wars,
Yeah, it's
Guild
all the
Wars is a
same
weird
in the
game.
end.
Yeah.
I really liked Guild Wars 2. I really enjoyed the way that they did a lot of things, especially when the game was buy to play. That was like
Yeah.
it was peak time.
Oh, I remember
It was the
that.
first MMO where I maxed out my level as well.
Was it my first? It could well have been. Although it's quite easy to get. No offense. But
Yeah, well, you're right, but I was happy about it anyway.
yeah, it's all about how
I
many
like
of
how they
the.
did the weapons.
There's like once you hit max level, there's like levels beyond that, isn't it? That it's like infinite. I can't remember how many of them I've got. 20 maybe, but there's people run around with like 200, and each one takes like 100 hours or something.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I don't know. But that's like super late game stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember in Freshers Week at university, I like bumped into this girl at some, I don't know, some event, and we recognized each other because she was like in the, she lived in the halls across from me. And for some reason, we figured out, like, both of us played Guild Wars 2. And then she was like, how many level 80s do you have? And I was like, oh, I don't have any. And then she stopped talking to me.
Oh no.
I was like, man, I didn't, you know. All that time, I could have spent so much more time on Guild Wars 2, and it would have gotten me so much more social credit. Well, she didn't stop talking to me. But she looked at me like I was like, why you even bother playing?
She doesn't know I make my own video game now.
Yeah. No, she was cool. She was alright. But yeah, I think that's the only time I've ever met anyone else that's like played Guild Wars 2, like just out and about.
Yeah.
It was surreal.
Because, you know,
And then I was the lame one, you know, for having not actually played it.
that's
that
right.
much.
Not a real gamer. Not dedicated enough. I really enjoyed the jumping puzzles in that game, though.
Oh yeah, that's good fun.
That was like my thing.
Your thing.
Pain, suffering, and now Final Fantasy XIV has the same kind of thing, and it's even
Does it?
more painful. Well, I guess it's not quite as like jumping puzzle specific, but they do have this what is the same as the jumping puzzle, but it's
'Cause-
tied to the like what's it called, the gold saucer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There you go. To like
Oh no. You just brought back too many memories. What was the game oh my god, I got the turtle mount. Oh my god, in university I grinded for the turtle mount in the golden saucer. And I can't remember what game I played. I feel like you hit something. Does anybody know? I hope I'm not alienating too many people. I would just listen to podcasts and play this like stupid test your strength game for hours. Oh my god.
Oh wait, you could. Oh right, yeah, because you get like little tokens.
Yeah,
and then
something
you
like
redeem
that,
them.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah,
I totally forgot
that must have
about
been
it.
hours.
Yeah, I think it was. And then I remember they've got like chocobo racing, and it's like so bad. It's like Mario Kart if it was like somehow, like just I don't know, because it uses all the mechanics from the game, doesn't it? So it's like just not built. The engine's just not built for a Mario Kart version of the game. It's so funny, man. I used to just sit there laughing because it was so broken. But that was a good way to grind turtle points. Oh man, it was so worth it though. I got that turtle mount. Although I was a bit disappointed with it because your guy just kind of there's no animation for the guy when he sits on it, so I don't know. Like the turtle moves and that's kind of cool, but yeah, it didn't feel like you were riding the turtle. Do you know what I mean? Hey,
It wasn't immersive enough.
yeah, exactly.
Pixie's a World of Warcraft the original.
I do have some time in classic WoW. I haven't played too much of it post.
Yeah, well, it had like a little like it had a hype beat, and then it kind of died down, right? I don't know.
In general or
People still
classic?
play. Oh, the re-release of the
Yeah, I
classic.
don't know, because I was one of those people. I was like, I'm not going to be one of those people, but I was, where I like joined, got to level 20, and then never touched it again.
Yep.
Uh,
Because it's like you realize just like how painful it was,
oh, I love
really.
it though. I really do love it. Um,
Yeah.
the amount of times I must have just leveled from like 0 to 10 in Durotar. That's my place. Durotar is like
Yeah.
my home. I don't know why. The music, the sad horns, the like piercing red of the sand. Like you can't see. You got to like lower the gamma on your screen. That's me, man. That's me. Bury me there.
That, that's Louis' new Twitter bio. Durotar is my
It should
home.
be. Oh, maybe I should. Would that be lame if I set my head to just an image of Durotar? What are the starting places where they do? I never like night elves. I was never big on night elves. I felt like they were
Oh,
always a little
that
bit.
was
The
that
land
was
was
my
really
thing.
cool. Was it night elves?
Yeah. Say like I when I played World of Warcraft for the first time, I stayed for like a month in the Night Elf starting zone. Like I totally did
Yeah.
not know that you could leave or
Oh,
that
I
you
see
could
the
go,
classic because
you know.
you had to
Yeah,
get a griffin, didn't you, to leave? So,
yeah, or
it's
like
not.
even past like the top area because you can go like with the portal down to like the dock or
That's
something.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Really hard to find.
I ran off and fell off and died. And I had to have a friend log into my account so that they could like go to the portal because I didn't know the
You
portal
had no
existed.
idea. Oh, okay.
Yes, I was just like, oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm totally stuck.
I
Like
don't.
I'll never make it back.
Does it ever
But
actually tell you that the portal's there? I'm not sure it does. I feel like it's just one
I
of those
guess when you
things you just absorb
progress,
through osmosis. I don't know how people were
I
meant to
think
know. I,
once you actually progress, like you're supposed to go take the boat or something
yeah.
like that. But before that, you have no idea. And also, I was so worried about my character that was probably under level 10. Like, but back then, it was a big deal for me.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the Night Elf area was really nice, but then I played because then you got like Ashenvale as like that, but higher level, isn't it? So I spent a lot of time in Ashenvale, which is one of my favorite zones. Um, I never played much of the Undead zone. Oh, the Dwarf one is really nice because it's like snowy and cozy.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Elwyn Forest, of course, is like that's vibes.
Big vibes.
Big vibes. The music in it. Elwyn Forest has the best music. It's got that like
Yeah.
sad clarinet. Sometimes, like when I'm working, sometimes I'll put on like an hour loop of like the Elwyn Forest music.
Elven Forest vibe, ASMR,
Yeah.
ambient.
Oh, I hope we haven't lost too many people. I'm geeking out about early early leveling. Wow,
Oh,
it's good times too. Yeah, I never got too high a level in WoW, but it did take a lot.
yeah,
I
'cause
feel
you
like
just
it
keep
took
making
longer.
new characters.
I did. Yeah, I've made a lot of characters in my time. I was one of those. And then yeah, Final Fantasy 14. I probably got to I don't know somewhere like halfway through Heavensward, and then I stopped playing when Stormblood came out. I think.
See, I'm still in Heavensward. I just it took
Okay.
me so long to get through the main game.
I really like the main game. Everybody craps on it, but I feel like it has such a
It,
um,
it's it's
it has such an
it's kind
upbeat
of
vibe to it. I know there's like a long, but I feel like if I could make like another game like Garden Path, like probably the next thing I would do is like that really kind of like I feel like Final Fantasy 11 got this quite good where it's got that kind of sense of like I don't know like Gridania and everything and Old Dark. There's just this real kind of upbeat sense of like with World of Warcraft, there's like two sides battling each other, but with like Final Fantasy 14 and especially the like starting cities, it's just got that very kind of like everybody's teaming together, and how you can like
mm,
catch the zeppelins to the cities. I don't know, I really enjoyed it, man. And then I got to Heavensward, and it was all a bit grey, and everything took itself too seriously, and I don't
yeah.
know, yeah. And then I go online, and everybody's like, oh my god, you have to get through this first half of the game, and it's so boring, so boring. I was like, oh man, I had such a good time playing that.
Yeah, I
Oh
mean,
well,
personally, I played through the whole thing and voice acted every single part of the story and dialogue on stream, so it was painful and long, but at
yeah.
least we made fun of it. Also, hi Bostonian, welcome in. It is
Welcome.
indeed a backpack, a shelf pack,
It's
if you
become a
will.
bit of a shelf pack. Still figuring out the Sorry, I realized this is what I do when I on stream and I just start talking. I do like shelf or ladder perspectives for like a very long time. Well, I'll start adding. Right, I'm gonna fix the perspective. I know it's off, but we'll start adding
All the poor
jars.
things are gonna fall out. Here for the rhyming? Oh my God. Yeah, I did promise some sick
Some
rhymes.
rhyming was that promised?
Yeah, well,
Oh, was
I
that
was
the
writing
tweet?
the announcement in the Discord,
I
you
did.
know?
Oh, okay.
Um,
Rhymes.
oh no, are you
What did
looking at
I?
my
No, I wasn't. I wasn't.
Ooh, the Garden Path Poetry Slam. Should we make that a special celebration stream at some point?
How? I'd be totally up for it. How would it work? Could we get
I have no
people?
idea.
Oh yeah, we could. Yeah, and then we could have a Discord room, and then we could bring people in, and they can read their poetry.
Oh my God.
And then
Okay, Alex, are you here taking notes? It's a community challenge, and everyone,
we
has like a week to come up with some sick Garden Path themed poetry, and then we put on some nice music in the background, and they read out their poetry one by one.
Yeah, maybe we could. We have been trying to think of it like a community event for like ages. So maybe. Yeah, well, maybe we'll gauge interest. So people like writing poetry.
Mm.
I actually went to a poetry slam. I didn't even know it was going to be one. I like went to one by accident. Because I had a friend who was doing some interpretive dance. And then sorry, that's not fair. Don't people like use it? Literally wasn't, and it was good. People say interpretive dance like it's like.
Oh yeah, no, it can be super cool, especially combined with poetry.
I shouldn't have said. Yeah, I feel like people use it as like a joke, don't they? But it was a good dance piece. They put on a dance piece, and I saw it, and it was good. But then and then I didn't realize like everything after it was an open mic poetry evening, and it was like 3 hours. So I was like, I was tricked into it, but it was good. It was good. I'm glad I went there, but it just wasn't what I was anticipating.
Mm.
So we're gonna do some big jars, and we're gonna do some not so big jars.
Oh, I'm here for the not so big jars personally.
Oh, yeah. Well, we could do maybe some vials.
Yes,
But then maybe also, or maybe there's this one big jar, but then there's like some little jars around it. Maybe that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love jars. I have these vial kind of looking vases from IKEA that I got because
yeah.
I'm always getting like little like glass containers because I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna propagate plants, right? Like it's gonna be great. And then I end up buying 90% plants that are only propagatable. That's a word, definitely, by root division, and I just mess myself up. Like
Yeah.
that's unnecessary now. I don't know why I did that.
What kind of plants are they then?
Well, since I have like mostly calatheas, those are all
Yeah.
root division,
Are they?
propagatable. Yeah. So
I
yeah,
was thinking today. I vow never to buy another calathea just after the disaster that was our last one.
oh yeah. Well, I find they really vary
Oh,
in the
okay.
different types because there's one like the medallion type, which is like the first one I really got invested in, with some really cool patterns. Those ones, I am barely keeping this one alive. I have a huge one that has lost quite a bit of leaf because I keep messing it up. But some of them are really easy.
Some of them are
apparently.
easy. Okay.
Yeah, so consult me and I will tell you which ones have given me the least trouble.
Yeah, maybe I just need to know that. But then I guess, is the humidity in my house the same? Is the temperature the same? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I find they're actually pretty okay. Even now, I've been pretty lazy about using my humidifier. So, it's gone a bit below 40% humidity up here, which I don't know if that's like high for in comparison to other places, but
Yeah, I've got
that's
no
I guess
clue.
40% is like the low range of what you want.
That could be why.
If
What
you,
for a Calith? Where do you
I
put the
think
accent?
California is also
Calithian.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, I found ferns though. No like pun joke intended at all. I'll show you. I'll show you my most recent favorite fern. I owned it for a week, and the day after a week had passed, I
Oh,
guess I didn't water it
oh,
soon enough.
we've got one of them.
Yeah.
And ours basically every year it dies and then completely regrows. About this time, so ours currently is just two very little dead-looking things, but there's lots of green just coming up, and it did exactly the same thing last year.
All
So,
right.
so
Well, yeah,
yeah,
because
stick to it.
yeah, I mean, I've cut off quite a bit, but now it's just it keeps like
Yeah,
even the parts are kind
because
of dying.
I'm not sure what they call. They are ferns, aren't they? We had one in our bathroom in our old flat, and it just completely just did not like it. And then we had one here, and then we put it in the kitchen because we heard it likes humidity.
Yeah.
And then it just hated it. And then we put it in the living room, and it just, for whatever reason, is just thriving in there. So, um,
Oh, yeah, maybe I'll just move it. And,
yeah, we've given it
because I
quite a
had
lot of light.
it. Mm. Oh, that's the thing. When I added it into my app, it was like, oh, it's placed too light, and
Okay.
I was, but it was where this one is now.
Having said
Um,
that, we've put it in the room that, so the back of our house gets light, and we've put it at the front of our house. So it gets a lot of consistent but not bright light, I guess.
yeah, okay, yeah.
So maybe that's what it likes.
Trick.
Tricky, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
unfortunately, it didn't go that well for me. It was so beautiful too, and then just like to see that suddenly, just like
yeah, that's pretty heartbreaking.
people
Uh,
people talk all this stuff about calatheas, but ferns are the real sensitive.
yeah, you think ferns are meant to be quite just in nature. They sort of grow in marshes, don't they? Things they're quite
Yeah.
survivable things. Um, yeah, I'm gonna. Do you mean like a? Sorry, this is just a pixie, bottom heavy, thin
Yeah.
neck kind of style, like these kind of, like this kind of thing, like a proper. This reminds me of his Emperor's New Groove, isn't this?
Oh yeah, here he comes the tangent of the
I was
stream.
just gonna say, isn't that what they
Here's
use?
the
Kronk does the thing with the yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, they're the exact same.
yeah.
Perfect. It's like a little garlic at the bottom.
Yeah, sort of. Oh, I don't know where to fit them. Oh, but I was gonna draw. So maybe. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I could put them in the bottom shelf. Oh, was this a from Bostonian? Was this like a hip hop verse? Pixie with a
Oh,
shelf rack, travel in the garden path. She let out a sneeze. The apothecary freezed. Here's a herb to fix that in a bath. Oh, I don't know about the. You gotta. Is that how many? Is that 16? Is that 16 bars? I feel like it ended quite abruptly. Or did I read it
it's
wrong? Pixie with the
um
shelf rack, travel in the garden path. She let out a sneeze, the apothecary freezed. Here's a herb to fix that in a bath. You do you.
I guess I guess it rhymes with path.
That's pretty good though. Pretty good. I respect that. Yeah, yeah. We could get some raps going
Yeah.
in
Hi,
the.
Emeka. Welcome in. Don't you exactly fashionably late, just in time for the fashion and accessories.
True. Oh, we didn't do any shoes. Although we still got a bit of time. Although I don't. Maybe are people enjoying jars. Maybe we continue with jars. I don't know. I've been drawing jars all week because I've been doing the other character with jars. I've been
Hmm.
doing basically drawing this exact same thing, but for the character who wears one. So I'm right at home. Um,
Well, maybe we should make a promise of at least one pair of shoes
we'll do one
before
pair
we
of shoes. If anybody has a particular style of shoes they want
go.
to see, then let me know, and maybe we'll do that. Do that in quarter
Hi,
of an hour.
Roses. Welcome in.
Hey, plenty of fashionably late people.
Yeah, exactly.
4:15 is the time to be fashionably late.
Yeah, welcome to the Garden Path dev stream where we most of the time end up going on a Kronk tangent.
Yeah, Kronk, he
A lot
was.
of the time is
Oh, they've
spent
gone
being
now.
nostalgic for WoW. Um,
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry about that. Went off on one.
yeah, I mean, I actually can't stop thinking about how I miss it now. It's
Oh
really
yeah.
it's hard because it's like you wish you could re-experience it without um or like forget it all and come back to it for the first time. Uh,
Oh, you just do what I do and just play it again anyway. Just like had that recently. Did a Nuzlocke, Ruby, Pokemon Ruby, because that's the one I played when I was a kid, and that was good. That was like a nostalgia wave, but I feel like I've ruined it now. I feel like I can't go back to it for like maybe another 30 years or something.
uh,
Because you remember more as well, don't you, when you get older?
yeah, that's the problem.
So it's diminishing returns. Um,
Um, Also, hi, itinerant Faye. I hope your meeting went well.
I feel like maybe I'll just lean into the wonky perspective.
Yeah, like they're just like they're. But listen, Louis, this isn't a horror game. We're not supposed to be. We're not supposed to be out
Yeah,
here praying
maybe it's too much. I don't know.
praying for the jars.
I don't know why I find it hard to. But the problem is, I tell you what usually happens is I usually do a bit of art. I'm usually doing a lot of stuff all at the same time because I get bored of things quickly. So I'll be doing some art and then I'll go in the game and I'll do something else and whatever. So usually what happens is I'll stop looking at something and then I'll come back to it like half an hour later. And when you do that, I don't know why, but you immediately, when you look at something, you just go, oh, that's off.
Yeah, for sure.
And so,
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell these are totally wonky right now. So yeah, so
Dixie
that's.
has a suggestion actually of
Oh,
putting a little wood safety strip or
oh, I was
something.
going to do that. I was going to do that. Yeah. I mean,
See, that is
maybe
fine.
I'll. Yeah, true. Because they're all just like. "Ugh." I'll show you because this is what I've been doing. It's basically the same thing. It's just loading. Bear with me. I'll show you what I've been doing this week, as well as refactoring all my code. But this character here. So yeah, similar thing. Looking at it now, it's all a bit wonky. But yeah, we got jars in a, but they got the whole thing here with the what's it, keeping them all safe. So we'll do a similar thing, but with our person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I lent into it too much. I think they just got to be a little bit more. But that's okay. Oh no. Just got that one.
You're just being silly, goofy, wiggly lads. That's it.
Lads.
I can't stop. The lads have taken over in my brain.
So does anybody in chat? We were talking about cheeky Nando's before coming on. I think that was 2014. I'm sure people are still trying to keep it alive, but I was just remembering that.
Back in Louis' day,
Back in my day,
there were cheeky Nandos.
I had to work in the basement of a flooded legal firm and bagging lots of documents from like the 70s to be shredded. That was my job for a couple of summers.
Wow.
And cheeky Nando's was going on there. So it always takes me back to the smell
It's
of mildew.
absolutely still a thing. Oh my god, it never dies.
Never
guess.
dies.
Undying Nandos.
But I went to Nando's because Chicken Nando's was a thing, and then we went to get a Nando's because it was like a thing. And then I don't know. I feel like I was sold half a chicken, and it couldn't have been half a chicken. I feel like it must have been like it was like 2 chicken legs. And then I recently went to a Lebanese place and I ordered half a chicken because I was thinking, oh well, I went to Nando's and I got half a chicken. It wasn't that much, and blimey, it was like a roast dinner for 2. I couldn't finish it. So I don't know what Nando's is up to, man. Maybe it's better now, but it probably isn't. It's probably worse because this is probably 5 years ago. But yeah, some small chickens at Nando's, I tell you. But the hot sauce is so good. I do dream about Nando's hot sauce, particularly the just plain, the because they've got like the lime, and I'm sure that's good too. But the straight up hot, pretty good.
I feel like it's time for me to set up like a quote command where I add quotes of what Louis says on stream.
Please don't.
I dream about Nando's hot sauce. And what was the other one about? Oh no, what's it called again? The starting zone.
Oh, Girotar.
Girotar is my home.
Yeah, I stand by that. I don't mind that. You can quote me on that. I haven't had Nando's hot sauce in a while. It might not be as good. I'm having a lot of what's it called? I've totally forgotten. Hang on, bear with me. It begins with an E. There's like a hot sauce they sell in the UK that begins with an E, but maybe they have it elsewhere. I've been enjoying that for a while. It's on the tip of my tongue. Sorry, I really need this name of this hot sauce. It's in like a it's in like a cube. Here we go. Oh, in Kona. That's okay. That's like actually hot. So because a lot of hot sauce says it's hot and then it's not. But I feel like in Kona is decently hot. Do they have that elsewhere? Do people buy in Kona? Apparently it's Caribbean. I feel like it's just the right amount of hot as well. It's like not blow your head off hot.
See, like I'm the kind of I'm a baby and I just have sriracha mayo, not like sriracha mixed with mayo. Well, that too, but like there's like sriracha, but then there's the orange one, the orange bottle that's just called mayo.
You can save a bit of money by you just buy a whole thing of sriracha, and then mayo is dirt cheap, or at least it is here. And then
you can make your own mayo too.
You can, although I think that's probably going to be more expensive than shop bought mayo. I don't know, because there's probably very little eggs in shop bought mayo. I might be wrong.
Oh, you don't have to use eggs because you can just. The problem with making your own mayo is you realize just how much oil you have to use.
It's basically
and that's the most terrible thing because then it just hits. It hits.
Oh, I'm never going to give up mayo. I'll never give up mayo.
Impossible.
So don't worry. No amount of oil could, even if it was all oil, I'd still eat lots of mayo. Talking about food, have you guys heard of a raindrop cake? I haven't. No. I'm envisioning. Oh no, actually I don't know. I'm Googling it now, and I'll bring it up on stream.
Pixie could literally like trick us into anything. We just instantly Google.
I don't believe it. What's it made out of? Is it purely gelatin? It looks a little bit. It looks like it would be not great to eat, but I don't know. It looks cool though. Here it is. Oh no, my orangutan. And thing that looks like an orangutan. Okay. This is actually
looks like a jellyfish.
Yeah, this wasn't the best. Maybe this tastes actually really good. I don't know. Every single picture has it next to a spoon. Why is? Why? Do you eat it with that spoon, or do you make it with the spoon? Yeah, always. Look, here's another one.
Oh, there's a cherry blossom one with a cherry blossom metal spoon, though.
It's obviously really cool. An aesthetic. You need a wooden board and a spoon to enjoy it. It looks interesting though. I can imagine it being like if it was quite light, maybe like kind of had a little bit of rose or something to it. I imagine it could be quite nice. I don't know what this sauce, like what's going on with this sauce. It looks kind of like soy, like barbecue. I don't know. Imagine this being savoury, especially with the rice here. Like this could all be savoury maybe, and maybe this is like a red bean sauce.
I mean, it could be maple, like something mapley.
Yeah, it could be. Interesting. I'd be willing to try one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I wonder where you get one of them. Maybe it's not hit the UK shores. Mayo is good. Had some veggie crispy sticks and potato wedges with mayo yesterday. Oh, that
Oh, no,
sounds too
don't talk
good.
like that, Emiko.
When
Don't talk like
I
that. We're gonna.
when I
Oh,
discovered chips and mayonnaise, it was like,
I know.
yeah. By
So
that
I
I
feel
mean
like different.
fries and mayonnaise, whatever you call them. UK
Yeah.
chips, yeah.
Well, I feel like that's something I learned from my dad in France. Like,
Yeah, it's like a
you know,
European thing, isn't it? So they say,
but
or
like in
Belgian.
Norway, you'd never like. Well, I mean, maybe, but it's just like not the same. I think it's something about the mayo being different as well, because over here we are the type of mayo that, although now, like stuff like Hellman's is more normalized, but your typical Norwegian mayo does not taste like your typical
Oh, does it
French
not?
mayo.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's the Dijon is like more pronounced in French mayo, I think.
Ah,
At least
okay.
like when you make it yourself and stuff like that. So
Well, that sounds quite good though. That could be good
yeah,
too.
it is really nice with potatoes.
Um,
Really great.
did I have I gone on about this? But I discovered black pepper, like cracking black pepper on chips. Because you put salt on chips, right? Why not pepper? Oh, it's so good. I live for that. You crack black pepper, rosemary as well is good on chips, and then and then dip them in mayo. That's the way to go. That's how I like my
The Louis
potatoes.
way.
Yeah. Um, especially if you're in a restaurant, they've got like shaky pepper, because then you get a lot of pepper on those chips. Um, that's good. I don't use mayo much, but if I can, I have a few stripes of mayo on top of my bacon. My bacon bits liver pate. Is that like pate with bacon bits in it?
Oh, is this like okay? Because I feel like liver pate is like a very Norwegian food topping, right? Like
Oh
we,
well,
because is also Norwegian. Like that's like it's like a typical like a staple. Although,
pate
you
is
know,
usually made from liver, isn't it? That's like the
oh yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Well, well, there is
We
also
call it
vegetarian
we
pate
call
now.
it Brussels pate usually. That's the standard. Uh,
Yeah, I guess it's just like the
is it similar?
translation
Oh, okay.
that's carrying over. Um, but yeah.
With bacon bits in it? Interesting.
Or is it like actually are there bits or is it bacon flavored? I don't know.
What did Amiko eat four of?
Oh,
Crispy.
4 hours ago.
Oh, I see.
Beth,
Four question mark
you
hours
need to
ago.
go get some food because 4 hours is starting to that's a little bit too long.
True.
I think you should be eating at least every 3 hours or something like that.
All right.
I'm not sure how it works. Obviously, some people decide to do other things, but you know.
Every 3 hours. When do I wake up? Breakfast at 7:30. No, I usually have breakfast at 8, and then lunch at 12. What's quick maths? That's 8. That's 4 hours, isn't it? And then I won't have dinner usually until like 7 or 8. No, not that late. 7. But then I usually have a little something.
Yeah, like a little. Like you're not going without anything, you know, like a little bit of fruit or snack.
Yeah, fruit. No, it is usually it is fruit sometimes, but it's not always fruit.
Fruit flavored,
Could
maybe.
could be a Kit Kat or something. Some chips, some crisps, not chips. I wouldn't.
Mhm.
I wouldn't just wouldn't oven cook some chips just on a whim. That's a commitment.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that Rosas because I don't really. I stay away from the bacon and from the meat in general. Although
Loads of bacon.
I've been a little bit messy with my flexitarianism, but so far I have stayed away from dairy and like meat. So
Yeah, we do pretty good. Because you start off, you kind of once you get in the habit of it, meat. You sort of realize how easy it is to go without meat.
yeah. Oh my God, Pixie, go to bed.
Yeah, I always
are you doing?
forget.
I know.
Australian time.
Now we have to.
Yeah,
Now I have
get
to do
some.
the yelling at Pixie.
Yeah, get to bed, Pix.
Thank you for hanging out. We always
But
appreciate you.
always good to have you here, Pixie. Yeah,
Get some rest.
despite the time zone.
This is just us yelling at the viewers, like, Pixie, go sleep. Ameko, go eat.
Yeah, true.
Roses, you're okay for now, but as soon as you say something that
Yeah,
you
you'd better not trip up. You better be
yeah,
careful.
better be caring for yourself. Oh yeah, no, it wasn't at all like, it's totally like not to I just mean like it's not a breakfast staple over here, but we do have like a vegan pate that we use a lot. I think it's mushroom based or something like
Yeah,
that. It's really
we get a lot of mushroom pate is really nice.
mm.
Um,
Doesn't the one thing though is that it's like very like it's not very creamy, like it doesn't spread that well. So if you're
sure,
using
yeah.
like a cracker kind of like um bread like if it's not soft bread, then it's just like no. But even if you're using soft bread, I guess it's also bad because it'll ruin the bread. Anyway, that was my tangent about
Yeah,
non-spreadable
I
mushroom
can't
pate.
imagine a pate with a load of bacon bits on it though. That's sounds sounds like clogged arteries. But I'm sure everything in moderation, isn't
If it tastes good, I guess, like we're not gonna be angry about it, right?
it?
Uh,
Shoes. Has anybody got any shoes they want drawn? I want to do. I want to be true to the stream description and draw shoes. Um,
I'm suggesting Birkenstocks with socks. A classic, a staple gardening.
yeah, we could do. I feel like I don't know if I'd be able to make them look explicitly Birkenstocks.
Oh no, but like the
Maybe I could.
sandals, but like they're a bit like rustic.
Yeah.
Welly boots,
There's already
classic.
welly boots is the only thing.
Yeah.
Um, I'll start doing some sandals and then some Birks and then we'll go from there.
Works.
If anybody has any other ideas, then little feet.
Gonna watch while cooking. Enjoy your cooking.
Oh, what are you cooking?
Some veggie cutlet with tzatziki to go with some potato wedges from yesterday. That sounds really nice.
That sounds really nice.
That's what I said. No, I'm glad you're taking care of yourself, Rosos. This is good. You passed for now. You're safe.
This is a sock stream.
It is a sock stream. I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks right now.
So am I.
Oh my God. Yeah. Saving that electricity bill, am I right?
Would you
Not
not?
true.
I would never dream of not wearing socks. Well, unless it was really warm.
Well, I mean,
Obviously, in the summer I don't wear socks.
so
What the fuck? Birkenstocks kind of have. Oh, yeah, they kind of. They got like a buckle, don't they?
don't worry, bestie. I have the references
No,
at
there we
handle.
go. Okay. Oh yeah, they're like really thick. Um,
Yeah.
that's what they.
Yeah, some of them just have one like strap, and I guess
Yeah,
that's
I
probably
could get me. Feet are too small. Is the problem?
yeah.
Toesies. I don't want to go too big. Get a little bit bigger, maybe. And then yeah, the buckle I think is the defining.
I'm knitting a sock while watching. Incredibly on brand for the sock stream.
Yes.
I love to see it. I would
Sorry.
love to know how to knit socks.
It must be, as things to knit goes, it's probably a bit harder than like
A scarf.
yeah, or a
Yeah.
dishcloth or something.
'Cause you have to like
Um,
you have to kind of like
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's probably one up from that, I imagine. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
It's like when I tried to learn how to knit like a beanie over Christmas, and but I'm a crochet person, so I just couldn't. I gave up instantly. I just couldn't even make the stitches.
Yeah.
Put a photo in Discord. That would be great.
Oh yeah, do it.
I would love to see the knitted sock. Potentially plural.
Oh yeah. God, it's really windy here in the UK. I don't know if it's like that anywhere else in Europe. Apparently it's going to be 65-mile-an-hour winds on Friday. Which I think I was looking up. I think 75 is a hurricane, so it's not far off. Although
It's fine.
so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, like I don't know if this is the case where you live, but sometimes it can be nice, having the like windy sound of the outside.
I don't know what it is. The wind really psychs me out. I'm not sure what it is. Rain is okay, but wind, I can't sleep when it's windy outside. I just wake up like, oh my God, I don't know. It just feels so aggressive, you know what I mean? It's hard to describe.
Yeah. Just gonna fly away.
Yeah. And you can really hear it in my house. I don't know if it's just because it's like old Victorian thing, so it really blows through, especially above and below.
Well, don't worry, it's gonna be a few productive nights if you can't sleep then.
No, I got little ear things, which I'll probably be wearing tonight because I think it's 50 miles an hour tonight. Yeah, 65's decent. I mean, we had that. My roof got damaged last time, and I think that was 55. So,
Oh no.
but I'm hoping that because they fixed it, it's
Yeah,
it's
unless they just
strong
fixed
now.
it really, really bad.
No, they were good guys on my roof. So
Tape over it, it's fine.
I trust them.
Trusting the lads.
Yeah.
Don't let us down.
Don't let me down. Is it 2 buckles on both? Is it like this? It must be, right?
Yeah, one on each.
Yeah.
Although on mine it's on the outside of the sandal.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that might be kind of annoying if you like walk and they're on the inside. They kind of like go against each other. I mean that unless that's if you have like a really narrow stride, I guess.
Yeah. Do they go over like? It's
Don't
close
worry.
enough. The shoes are so small in the game is the thing. I always zoom out and you realise.
Yeah, it's not.
But I like to do it justice.
Shoes back.
Yeah, that's okay. I want to make the feet look a bit more like feet. That'll do. That's a 10 or 11 at the scale, and the scale. No, I was reading the scale begins at. Or I was literally just before we were on the stream. I was on some scale on Wikipedia, and it started at about 75, and then the highest that was like 1, and it went up to 5, and 5 was 150, which is like the. Doesn't get much windier than that. But I might be wrong. Maybe it does. Maybe it just caps off on the scale. But I'm just literally just learning about hurricanes today. So, because in the UK we don't get many of them. So, and I don't even think it is one on. Although it's the first amber warning I've seen ever. I think on the Met Office website. So, I've been warned. Beaufort scale. Is that what I was looking up? I don't know. I won't look it up now. But yeah, maybe there's multiple scales. And I was reading, on Wikipedia, I was like on the scale, and then you scroll down, and it's like criticisms of the scale. I was like, oh boy, getting into the politics now. It's like the mapping of the world, isn't there? There's like all kinds of different ways of doing that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the way. What's it called? There's a good West Wing episode where they go into it. If anybody's seen that. What's it called? Does it begin with? Is it Mercator? The Mercator? Or is that something else?
I don't know.
The Mercator model? The Mercator? I might be making things up at this point. Right, I'm going to give these sandals a little bit more definition, and then we're going to say goodnight.
Say goodnight to the sandals. I like the sock, the extra bit of sock at the top there.
Yeah, maybe
Gotta have
maybe
some shiny socks.
it adds a bit of something.
Yeah.
Like the shoes are tucked into them. Maybe I don't know. I think only one half gets exported in the end. I think I just do this for reference. Same with the trousers are the most annoying things to do in the game because you have to export just one side of them, but then during the artwork they kind of overlap. But you kind of need that for the reference, and then you've got to cut them off at the knee, and then there's two parts, and it's an absolute nightmare. But we've got. I'll show off some of the because I haven't gotten too far. We got. I think these are like nice jeans, and then we've got some shorts, classic chino shorts. Like baggy one, like that wouldn't work with these. Maybe I need to make the socks go even higher. Like ankle swingers, I think they're going to be called. Got like it's not a tutu, but like a frilly dress.
Yeah.
And then a slightly less frilly dress. And then
A more swoopy dress.
some baggy pants. I don't know if you're into that. Just trying to go through all of and then just some like sort of standard trousers. And I'm going to be fleshing maybe, I don't know, baggy jeans. God, there's so many actually. Even baggier jeans. What was I thinking? So look forward to them.
The baggy scale.
Baggy scale be going up. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll try. Hopefully, my house won't be blown off of its foundations, and we'll be around in 2 weeks' time, as per.
Yeah. As per Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Central European Time. That's 3 p.m. UK.
And maybe it'll be a gameplay stream because I think maybe I said that last time, but the game's in it's a little bit of limbo at the moment because I'm moving a lot of things around, but should be right on the cusp of what's the date in 2 weeks' time? 2nd of March. So hopefully, fingers crossed.
Already March. I mean, not already, but like in my brain, we're still in March 2020. So like,
yeah, it never ended.
I got COVID and gave up. Actually, that was last year. But that was also in March. March is like the golden month, I think.
There's something about March because I feel like you're out of winter, but then it just kind of carries on. That's what I find with March.
Then you remember April exists, and it's like
April can be okay though. It's like a dice roll.
Yeah.
I remember like April 4th, like 2018, was just summer. Summer arrived. Like we didn't even have spring, and it was really nice. And that Casey Musgraves album came out, or had been out, I think. What's it called? Golden Hour. That's a good album. Give that a spin. Good times, 2018, huh? But then, a lot of people say like 2019 was good vibes, so maybe it was as well. But 2018 was a good year for me. Cool. Yeah. We'll leave it there then. Make sure to wishlist the game on the Garden Path. Discord, I'm there. Fern's there. We're posting pictures of ferns.
Dying ferns.
Dying ferns.
I didn't actually post that one. I post music like every day. Like
that's my music, sharing music.
My one task of the day is finding a song to post in the Discord.
So we'll get a playlist going maybe. And and you've got to join for the poetry.
The poetry.
Poetry slam down, which I'm sure will happen. So, am I forgetting anything? If anybody has any, I always say that, any questions, but I'm sure okay. My favourite hot sauce, we've covered most of it. My favourite hot sauce from Nando's is the red standard hot. And
And Duratar is our home.
Bury me in Duratar. We're good. We've covered it. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
2 weeks' time. I'll give you guys notice. But in the meantime, thanks so much for joining. I'll say thank you again. Really appreciate it, guys. It's always so good to have everybody in chat, just like discussing the artwork, your kind words, hearing about what you're cooking. And so, thanks for being here. And I hope you guys take care and see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.